I think that this could turn out to be one of our most impactful episodes.
Yeah, no, I'm excited about this topic because I feel like some people might find it almost ironic that I'm talking about this because we're going on about beauty perceptions, just beauty standards, you know, defying the norm, seeing people outside of their physical attractiveness. But that being said, I literally started in this industry about 9 to 10 years ago in a beauty pageant, you know? But I think that's why it's so important to have this conversation from my standpoint, because first of all, if you've ever been in a beauty pageant, you would know that it's actually a place that harnesses a lot of differences. It's about, you know, showing people that we're not about conforming to a standard. You'll see women with different skin color, different heights, different sizes and shapes, even different hair texture, you know? So it just goes to show that women are all unique, and aside from just being beautiful faces, we're also intelligent in our own ways. We have skills and talent of our own, and we just really want to show others that we are more than meets the eye, which is what today's topic is about, which is why we're in Monopoly Dreams. It's actually my first time here as well. Now, Monopoly is a game that I've played since I was a kid.
Same, yeah.
I know, right? It's like a childhood favorite. And to me, it's not always just been a game per se, but it's about strategizing. It's about planning and coming up with, you know, a way to kind of win it all, but you can't really win it all.
Odds, right?
Against all odds, but I feel like that really ties into our topic today about more than meets the eye. And with that said, aside from me being a beauty pageant, we actually invited 3 former beauty queens to be on the show today. And some have been in this industry a bit longer and some are a bit less, but I think no matter what, we all have our own experiences, and I can't wait to hear what they have to say about this topic.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
So, yeah?
well, let's get started.
Let's get started.
Oh, we arrived.
Yay! Who's in jail?
Hi, my name is Angela Tong, and today I hear we're talking about love.
What does your image mean to you?
I think now my image after being in Hong Kong for 20 years is more of I think I'm like a mother, a working mother now. Yeah, I'm happy with where I am.
Great, great. And what is your definition of beauty?
My definition of beauty is definitely inner beauty. Inner beauty, your personality, how you just, the energy you give out. Yeah.
I'm Bowie. What topic I'm talking about depends on what question she's asking. Something about women power, some stereotyping stuff, I think. Yeah.
Something along those lines. So the topic
Okay.
is more than meets the eye. And what are your initial thoughts about that?
Like first impression, maybe? First impression of people, the appearance, or the, like how you would judge a person after seeing them for the first time, maybe.
I'm Sabrina, and the topic we're talking about today, I think it's beauty. Like, you know, how everyone has a different definition of beauty and like different standards. I think we're talking about that today.
What is your definition of beauty?
I think my definition of beauty is to really be yourself and to bring the most natural part of yourself. Like, you know how sometimes we try to think that, oh, beauty, maybe I have to like be someone, I have to maybe imitate somebody, but that's not you. Like, I feel like being yourself, it's the most beautiful part, right? Yeah. So yeah, be yourself.
Can all come out?
Is it your first time here as well?
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you for getting us out of jail.
Here are your cards to get out of jail. No.
Oh, really?
No. All right, do you guys want to take a look around?
Okay, sure.
Yeah. Have a seat, wherever you guys would like. I kind of want to start off, maybe I can ask you first. Do you feel like when you first started in this industry that the way you were treated maybe just as, you know, a pretty face versus how you're not, do you feel like that's changed over time?
Yes, it definitely has. It definitely has. When I first came to Hong Kong, I think I was more of the. I got put into a lot of characters to play, like the sexy girl, the girl that takes away the boyfriend.
We got a lot of labels,
and yeah, I had a lot of those labels in the beginning.
Do you feel like it's because you grew up in a Western culture and they just kind of automatically thought like people in, you know, in Western culture are wild and sexy?
I think so, and I don't know. I just got pushed into that, and then it was just kind of like everyone, no matter how they saw me, even like people on the streets, they'd be like, "Oh, she's the villain." She's like, I would get like really discriminated, or even when I took pictures for like magazines or newspapers, they'd be like, "Oh yeah, hold this, do this, wear this." I'm like, okay, what am I doing? And I was really young when I first came in, and my family was all in Canada, and then I just, you know, I was like, and I just went along with everything.
Yeah.
And then after a while, I'm like, wait a minute, I think I'm getting like duped into doing these things.
Typecasted as well.
Definitely. Then I started doing a lot of game shows.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then that's when my personality started to shine through. Yeah,
because you weren't
everyone was
acting a role anymore.
I wasn't acting the role, and then they were like, "Oh, you know, she's like that," and I was just more like, I was just being myself, and then they were like, "Oh, you know, she's actually not really like that."
Yeah.
And then people's image started to change.
Another topic like I really want to talk about is, since we all came from, you know, being in a pageant, do you feel like a lot of how people perceive us and about our appearances also has pressure on us to look a certain way? Like, are we all the way we are because, you know, we're naturally like this, or do we sort of conform in a way as well? Like, what do you think?
I think they have a stereotype for like the Miss Hong Kong manners. Yeah. So basically, we're thought to be very decent.
We can't slide.
Yeah, it's like I can't scratch or when I feel itchy. it's like basically it's a very ladylike image that we are bearing on.
Yeah.
When we're Miss Hong Kong.
And do you feel like you want to kind of like show the other side of you in another way?
Yeah, but also through variety shows or through some talk shows where your personality can get through. Yeah. That people start to know that you're a somebody out, like not just Miss Hong Kong.
What about you? Do you feel any pressure to look a certain way?
I often receive like a question, like I've been asked many times. They're like, do you think beauty pageant objectify women? Like, you know, in a way, like you want them to look a certain way, especially because actually for myself, even personally, when I joined Miss Hong Kong, I was weighing at like 58 kg when I first joined, and that was like, you know, it's not a good standard for Miss Hong Kong. I have to go on a really strict diet to sort of fit into that standard, and start changing myself and change the way I look. So I really hate to, you know, think that way, of course, but you just sort of have to do it because everyone else is doing it. And you have to fit in it, you know.
Yeah, sometimes it's not just like what people tell you, but what people they talk about among themselves. Like they judge people and they share their comments on some certain celebrities. So you tend to know what their judging line it's along. Like you know what they want, so it's sometimes it's how you want to fit in their image.
Absolutely. And it's like, how much emphasis are we putting on this versus putting on like our actual skills, our talent? And I feel like women get it the most. For some reason, women in this industry aren't allowed to age, or else you're gonna get, you know, like, how do you guys feel about that? Do you feel like this is more so on women than on men as well?
I think
it's more on women because women, they age faster, I think, especially on screen.
Yeah.
A lot of the guys, I don't know.
Because we give leeway to men. We're like, oh,
or-
they look so like sophisticated and manly now. But women just get old.
Yeah.
I think this is more like women in this industry. They look more younger because they are always boosting up their mind, or people are judging them. So this keep their discipline.
Yeah.
Like to keep fit or to look prettier so they can age longer.
Yeah, and I also want to say that it's not a crime to want to look good, right?
Yes.
We're not supposed to say, oh, physical attractiveness isn't important and that's why we should care. Like, no, like I feel like taking care of ourselves is also something that makes us feel confident.
Yeah.
But obviously it's not taking it too far as well.
Yes.
Anyway, we're gonna go to commercial and then when we come back, we can dive in a little bit deeper. Okay, so now I want to kind of turn the tables from, we were talking generally about how we feel a lot of the times we're under all these beauty perceptions and how we should look. But more than that, how do you guys feel as women in the workplace? Do you guys ever feel like you've been discriminated or you feel like some opportunities are less or you kind of get stereotyped into a certain thing?
When I decided to get married, I actually talked to my manager and and some friends, we had some conversation. And many of them actually advised me to either choose marriage or either choose your career. Yeah. I think that they can coexist because for female artists, you need to keep the fantasy or to be a single woman, so people will, to
Find you more desirable.
Exactly. So in this career, I find it quite. I'm quite annoyed by that idea that I have to choose either one.
Did anyone tell your husband the same thing? Like, oh, choose between your marriage and your career?
It's actually quite different.
Right? Like,
Yeah.
why is that?
Their image is actually better with the family. Like the father image or the husband image, it actually helps, but not for women.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, for sure, now I'm always getting, oh, you don't have to work, you have your husband.
Right.
You don't have to care about this now, you have no
You
worries.
can just work for like interest and hobby, you know?
Yeah. I'm getting that a lot, and that kind of like makes me feel kind of like all this hard work that I'm putting in, and they don't see it at all. It's just like your husband takes care of you. He's gonna buy you the car. He's gonna buy you. Actually, I've been working all these years. I've never stopped. The money that I bring in, I also put it into the family. Maybe sometimes I make more, sometimes he makes more. Usually he makes more, yes, but I mean, I put my work into it too.
Absolutely.
And I always want to let my daughters see that too. Like, oh, mommy's doing work.
Of course. I feel like,
that.
I mean, I have sons, but I mean, for sure, as someone who has 2 daughters, especially you want to show them that women, we can work for ourselves, we can build something for ourselves. And it's not about not relying or relying, it's just about the balance, right?
Yes.
Like I hate to be sounding like a feminist, but we can do what they can do. They can also do what we can do. Like, I love that my husband takes care of the kids when I'm at work. He's secure with himself. He's not going to feel less of a man because, his wife's going to work.
This touches a little bit on preconceived notion. Like, I will be outside working and you'll be home, take care of the children and stuff. But I think women nowadays, they can handle both.
And your mom.
Yeah,
you shared before.
Yeah, because she's a single mom. She takes care of me and my sister, and then she works, but she also has kids at home. So she can balance that very well at work and at home. And that just shows that women are capable of doing so many jobs at the same time. Yeah, I want to be like her. She's really independent. She's very stable. She has her own thing, but she, at home she's like a mom, very loving to her children. But at work she's very hardworking. Like, I feel like women should be that way.
But I think also now society's changing a lot too. From when I was growing up, the cartoons where the princess is always saved by the prince. But now you notice a lot of the cartoons.
Have you watched Moana? I mean,
now it's changed. Now I'm watching the cartoons with my kids, and I'm like, I wish I had these cartoons when I was a kid, because I remember when I was younger, I used to say to my boyfriends, oh yes, please take me away. Now it's not like that. It's like, I'm gonna take you away.
I'm the hero. I am the hero.
Yeah, I love it now that the cartoons are changing too. Society is changing in a way. Like shows like this is gonna be helping out a lot of kids when they grow up.
For sure. I feel like this kind of topic would have been so taboo, say even 10 years ago, and people being like, these
You're
women
just hating on the men.
Yeah, no, we're not. We're honestly like, being fair, having balance, having equality is not hating on anybody whatsoever.
Yes.
It's doing the opposite. It's creating more of just a harmony within, how we talk to our partners, how we talk to people at work. Like, I don't want to go to work and feel I'm inferior because a man is there and people are listening to him. And it's not to say like I need to stand up for myself, but it's just to say like let's create an atmosphere where we can work in peace together.
Yes.
Honestly, thank you so much for being here, sharing and being part of this conversation. But I'm not letting you guys go so easily because as you've heard, we have a little spin the bottle, truth or dare. I have heard. Are you guys ready to play on this show? All right, now we are on to my favorite round of this whole show. As you can see, we have spin the ball, but we've added a twist. Because after you spin, wherever it lands, you're gonna take out the question, that's your truth. If you can read the question and answer it, then well done on you. If you can't, then we have prepared 3 lovely beverages for you guys.
You have to finish the whole thing.
Looks
like,
gross.
for one.
Yeah, all the boys have just chucked it down.
No way.
They've been good sports, man.
You just have to just drink a tiny bit, right?
Maybe okay, this is a pretty
shouldn't have even asked.
half. Okay, I'm being nice today. Also, there's one that says spin again for Grace. If you guys do land that, unfortunately for me, then you guys spin again and then I have to answer the question. This has only happened once on the show. I'm
you don't
hoping
get
it
to
does
drink.
not.
You have to answer.
Oh, no, or I can choose to drink. It's bad either way. But do you guys want to know what's in this? The pink one. We have mushroom powder, that's random, shrimp sauce, satay sauce, pepper oil, and black coffee. That sounds like a stomach ache. The second one, we have oyster sauce, seafood sauce, pepper oil, and black coffee. And this one is red chili powder, wasabi, black pepper sauce, tom yum goong sauce.
Oh no, I saw
This looks black coffee. Yes. Now that we've got it sorted, who wants to go first? I'll go. All 3 have black coffee. All right.
Don't enjoy this.
Down.
Grace.
Wow, I like the visual effect of this. I was about to take off my blazer. Do you want to read it for her?
Okay, X's.
Whoa.
Easy.
Yeah.
Rank your last 5 exes in order of performance in bed.
My last 5 exes, my God, I don't even think I had 5 boyfriends. No, when I was, let me think. Okay, well, my first boyfriend's name was Danny. Then my second, so long ago, thank God my husband doesn't know too much English. He's gonna watch this show. There was William,
Titles.
Wallace.
I see a
Oh no, wait, there was Marcus and Wallace, and then my husband.
Performance in bed?
Well, definitely my husband's first.
Okay.
And then the rest I don't remember.
We'll give it a pass. I think that was pretty good. You named everyone, so I feel like that was
I don't
quite...
need to spin again. Everyone just spins once, right?
Yeah, spin once, spin once.
Oh.
All right, next up. Bowie.
Bowie's going.
Yeah, okay, Bowie first.
I got off easy.
You did.
Grace.
Why?
Grace.
Oh, that's... Yes, sex life. All right, you can read this for Bowie.
All right, Bowie. How long was the longest sex you ever had? Describe the experience.
Laughs uncomfortably. Bracket laughs uncomfortably.
He really times it, right?
Wow. It feels like a minute.
Feels long.
Less than half an hour.
That's pretty good.
That's
That's actually pretty long. Yeah. Half an hour sounds like a marathon.
It's a Chinese opera.
Okay, people are doing well. All right.
I'm scared.
Don't be scared.
I'm just happy I got it over with.
Yeah. Okay, we need to. All right.
What?
One night in. Okay, let's.
Oh my god.
Nice to meet you. What was the most memorable one-night sexual experience you've had?
And what if you don't actually have like a one-night sexual experience?
Just say you don't have
one
a social media.
Sorry, that doesn't fly with us. That would just mean you have to.
All right.
Okay, drink. Yay!
Wait, how much do I have to drink?
As much as you can.
So kind.
Post this at social
lick of
media. That was like a very minor sip.
Is it salty?
You should mix it for
Wait, it actually tastes like hot soup base.
Oh, I smell it. It does smell like hot pot.
I'm gonna
smell?
puke too.
All right, one final question for you guys is, when was the last time you said "I love you" to somebody, and who was that person?
Oh my gosh, I say it all the time. Yeah, I say it always to my daughters, my husband. I love saying I love you, and I love kissing.
For you?
For you?
This morning?
To your husband?
Yeah.
Yeah.
To my mom.
Yeah.
Every day. Yeah.
The reason why we always ask this question is because we wanted to remind you guys and our audiences alike that saying I love you is nothing to be shy about, especially because we live in an Asian culture. All right, thank you guys so much for being on the show. Thank you, everyone, and we'll see you next time. Cheers! Drink it!
This is what I used to play as a kid.
Is this like the oldest version? The set is that currency?
So far, so good.
Nice.
You broke the bottle. You can answer all of it now.
2 questions.
That's the worst.
You should try it.
Oh no, sorry. No one's got spin for grace. Am I very fair to the rules?